Hey yeah, everybody, Joe here. Want to check out a puzzle today by Rosie called Let There Be Chaos. And we're in a 9 by 9. The rules here today are divide the grid into regions of orthogonally connected cells. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, column, and region. A digit in a circle indicates exactly how many circles contain that digit. A digit in a circle also indicates how many of the up to 9 surrounding cells, including itself, are in the same region as that circle. Digits in cells separated by a white dot are consecutive, and digits in cells separated by an X sum to 10. Not all dots and X's are necessarily given. So, how many circles do we have? We have 21. The thing with the circles are they're kind of like a killer cage, basically. We're looking for a set of digits that are adding up to 21. Which could be 1 through 6, but they could also not be. Could be 984, etc. Although it won't be 9 because there's no 9 in that column. I mean, there's no circle in that column. Can it be 8? Would be that one and that one. Would be one of those. Would also be one of those. Going vertical. Would be one of these. Would be one of these and one of these. So it'd be neither one of those. Oh, well, it's already not that one. Oh, no, it could be. It's definitely this one. And definitely this one. It's definitely not that one. It is one of those. It is one of these. It is one of these. So it's neither one of those. I think it could. It can't be this one. Because if it was, it would have to be that one. So it would be that one. It would be that one. Would be that one. And then it would be that one. Then it would be that one. And then it could not be the bottom. So it's not 8 either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, that is 8. One, two, three, four. There are 8 circles digit. Oh, right. But there need to be an 8. And then there would be an 8 in this corner. So it could be 8. Actually, then, you're right. Could be 8. It's not 9. Okay. Alright, let me think about the other thing. A digit. If there was an 8 in a circle, then 8 other cells around it. Okay, this can only go up to 4. Actually, all of these circles, this one can go up to 6. All the ones on the outside, though. Well, this one is still 4 because it's on a corner. But the rest are going to be 6 or lower, aren't they? So we definitely have a low number in a circle. What about some of these that are with many circles? I guess that could still be a fairly high number. Hmm. Maybe think about the high numbers. Out of these five, 7, 8, 9 are going to be in there somewhere. Oh, a 1 is never going to be in a circle, is it? A digit in a circle indicates exactly how many circles. A digit in a circle also indicates how many of the up to 9 surrounding cells, including itself. There will never be a 1 in a circle. Because there is obviously going to be a cell next to it that is also in the same region. There could be 2 as long as it went like that. That would be 2. Okay, but now 1 is gone from this equation. It's gone from all of the circles. So 1 and 9 do not exist in circles. Two could be possible. As I was stating earlier, if 6, that would be okay, yeah. Okay, so 1, 7, 8, 9 are all in there somewhere. Are there any? So these, I guess, could have 7 or 8 in them, though. Let's see, what else can I do to figure out? These are all going to be different as well. So 4 of these numbers are taken. Okay, and if there's a minimum of 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So an 8 will not be in a circle. So we're at 9, 12, 14. 7 would be the maximum. If all 5 of these are here, that's not going to work either, because then it would need 1. We'd be at 20. So it's not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because then we would have 1 circle left over. But it is 4 of these numbers. It's not the top 4, because that would be 11. Oh wait. 6, 5, 4, 3. That's 11 and 8, 19. And then I would need 2. So it could be all 5 of them numbers. Oh, that's not right. Wouldn't that be 20? Yeah, it is 20. 11 and 9 is 20. I forgot how to math. Okay. So if it's 6, 5, 4, 3, it's 18. And I would need 3 more. So it would have to be 2 and 1. That's what I was trying to say. So it is not that. there must be four of these numbers here. If it's 2, 3, 4, 5, then it's 9, 12, 14. It would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I think I'm basically saying that 6 is not in a circle. If I left 2 out, that'd be 12, that'd be 18. Then I would need 2 and 1. If I left 3 out, that'd be 17. And I would need 3 and 1. If I left 4 out, that would be 16. And I would need 5 and 1. Or, what was I saying? If I left 5 out, 5, 9, 15. And I would need 5 and 1. So 6 is not in a circle. And those four numbers must be because these four must be different numbers and they cannot be any higher because they don't have enough cells to work with. So if I add these up, we have 9 and 5, 14, so 7. 7 is the other number that is in a circle. And then basically the ones around the edge here cannot have 7. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 rows where I can put a 7 into a circle. So this one must be a 7. And then we're going to get this repeating. Excuse me. We're going to get this thing again to where one of them will have to be a 7. So neither of these will be able to. So this is the only one left in that row. It'll be one of these. And now it must be this one now. And now it must be this one. And now it's going to step, step. And then So there's going to be, this can basically be 1, 8, or 9. That would be okay. Um, these final two sevens can go wherever. Although, if I look on this top right, so on this top row here, there can't be a 7 in the circle. Those are blocked. Those are blocked. These two are going to be blocked because of these. So 7 must go there. And then I think that's going to copy down to the other corner. There. Okay. That's all the 7s, I think, other than these two. Um, so if I think about 1, 6, 8, 9, that is basically what's going on there. This would be 1, 2, 4, 9. Which maybe I don't like at the moment. Okay, so I start thinking about something. I start thinking of this one because it's touching a 7. So this region here is missing. Well, this is going to be a region as well, but they are. Is there a better place to start this? This has to have every cell around it except for 1, right? Because that's 8 at the moment. And it's missing 1 more somewhere, but no idea which one. Um, this one is also, if this one had that, okay, if this was 2, oh, this cannot be 5. Are there any that have 5 circles in the row or column? There are not. Okay. If this was 4, all of those... If this was 4 in the corner, that would have to be 5. There would be one of those, but only one, and then it would go on somewhere. Oh, but this region needs a 7. If this 7, okay, this 7, or let's stick with that one. Say this 7 looks something like that. That's 7 digits. 8, 9. Cannot reach. Eight, 9, cannot reach. But this one though. That would be 2. That would be 3. Okay, it can't be that one. Because then there would be a lot of 3s. Okay, so same reason. Oh. Well, actually, if that had 7 around it, which it will, oh, it can reach. So, okay, but regardless, this region cannot be part of this region because it will need a 7. It cannot get this 7. It cannot get this 7. If this has 7 around it, like that, it cannot be both. It cannot reach both of them. There's 7 cells already. 8, 9. This one cannot go all the way over there because one of these belong to this one. So this one and this one are of the same region. And this one works out that way. This one is going to be, this one's going to be in the same boat. Can it drop down to this 7? That would be 2. That one could be 3. That one could be 4. But that would break this top one. Actually, this top one is 2. Or, actually, wait. It could be 3. It could go like that if it was... Oh no, it can't. Okay, that is 2. Alright. So these are 3, 4, 5. So now, can that reach the bottom 7? And this would have to be like that. Well, no, because, well, let's just see. That would be something like that. This would have to be like that. Then that. That's way too many, right? Way too many. So this one cannot be that one. If this is something like that, S7, 8, 9. Hmm. It would have to be 3 though. So if that had 7, I don't think that will work because it would not be able to be 3. That is 9 cells. So I think it must be this 7. Unless it goes over here. No, it can't. So this one will be something like that. And then it will be able to be 3. But that does make that yellow. It's unable to be 4, right? Yeah, it will be 3. Okay. This one is going to have 4, so it has to be part of pink. Or else it's not going to leave enough for pink. 4 or 5. I don't know what I just said, but it's part of pink. Um, since this one needs 7, something like that, you can only get one of these. So that has to be pink. This is already 3. Uh, if this was if this was 4, I don't think it would have enough. 'Cause it would be that would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would only be 6 for that one. So this is basically if I'm keeping the maximum amount away from here, that's at 4 right now. And I'm only at well, that would work, wouldn't it? No, how would that work? That's 3, 4, 5, 6. It would need one more. So it would have 7 around it. Right. So that has to be 5. And then this is 4. So this needs two more. This one still needs 7. If this was pink, then these, that would still be okay. This cannot be 1. Good job. 2, 3, 4, 5. These are not 4. All right. Okay. So green has a 7, yellow has a 7, pink has a 7. Do I make this my next color? Um, if this was part, that could be 4, or that could be 5, couldn't it? Well, no, that could be 4 and still be a part of green. Okay. Green can't be over here. Oh yeah, it could. Then that would be wrong. It would need to be 6. Which way does this stuff need to go? Can this be pink? I guess it could be. Or could it? That could definitely not be pink, right? That's already 6. Oh, I guess it could. That could be part of pink. Okay. There cannot be a 6 here. Could be not, there cannot be a 3 here either. Eight and 9 are always going to be something to think about. So should I think about circles getting to a 7, or should I think about 7 getting to a circle? I guess 6 one way, half a dozen the other. Or tomato, tomato. will this be another cornered 7? This is obviously none of the ones I have marked yet. Oh, maybe think about the other two, because there's only one more 2 in a circle. So do I have combo anywhere? This I don't think can be 5. If this was 5, I think it would have to be part of yellow. If this was 5 and it got farthest away from 7 it could, it would still be taking away 3 from 7. So that cannot be 5. I think the same will be true for this one. If this was 5 and it went as far away as it could in any given direction, it couldn't pick up another one unless it was stealing green. So it would be taking away no 7, 8, 9. That would be okay. For that one, it wouldn't have been okay for this one because of that one already having one. So this one was taking 1, 2, and then that one was the third. But this one, it would only be taking 2. So that could be a 5 in a different number. But it can't be green. Or could it be green? It could be if it was like that. That's 7 there, that's 4 there, and that's 9 digits in total. So I guess that could be green and be 4. Um, back to where is the second 2? I got a 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 looking here. I think I already tried that. It's 1, 6, 8, 9. Could this be part of pink? Guess it could. Although that would have to be 4 as well. Like that. That could be 3 now. Hmm. Okay. Yellow is getting a bulk around here with that one or that one. If it gets this one, green could dip down here. This could be a new region, maybe. No, green will have to be part of this. It can't. Let's see. I think green has to own that one. If it didn't, then it would just be blocking it off because it has to get something up there. Yeah, so it has to be that one. That's not to say that it can't have that too, though. Oh, actually, I think it is. It's going to have 7 around here. But it's unable to get that one. So that one will have to be taken by yellow. However, this one does not have to be green. Can both of those be yellow? Is this one going to be the same way? Yellow cannot go there, can it? Even if it took the 6 closest ones, this would be like it has to get 1 down here. It's going to be 7 already. Yeah, so this one has to be pink. It's maxed out. This one is a 3. It needs 2 more. And those. If this one is yellow, it can't do like that. It has to take that one, doesn't it? It cannot get 7 around it without that one. But now, it can't get 7 around it. Still have that one. So that one must be green. That one could be green though. Slow progress. If this... If yellow did get both of these, there would be 2, 4. And then no other circle could have a 2 in it. Is that something? Green. No, I was probably about to say something that is wrong. Green could just be here. Green is not forced to take one of those. I can have 2 by 2s here, can't I? It didn't say anything, did it? No, I don't think so. Alright. So, I can't really think of ones yet, can I? Ones or higher numbers. Um, if this was 7, it would have to take one of those. Does that matter? Probably not. Maybe I color this. I think I liked it better coloring the... Oh, does this belong to pink? Not sure. Oh, I can't take both of those. Or could it? No, I cannot take both of these. But it doesn't need... Oh yeah, it does need one of them. One of these is pink, and one is yellow. I think I need to find the other 2 in the circle. How am I gonna do that? It's not a very high number. Or maybe I think of nines. Probably a pattern happening that I'm overlooking. Something like these sevens ended up doing. I guess 1, 6, 8, 9. Oh no, there's 5. What about the other numbers? 3. Would 3 be easier? Is 3 easier? There could even be a 3 down here for green. This is 5. 5. I think it would have to take the 7. It most definitely would. It could still do like that, but okay. This is 7. No matter what, it would have to touch this wall. If that is 7, it would force this 7 to go this away. Probably okay. As long as these 4 numbers, or it could maybe even dip there. Maybe even there. Yeah, so just be 4 numbers that need to hide down here. So that might be okay. If this 7, if this was 7 though, that would be much easier on it. It could zip downward. Hmm. What about 1, 6, 8, 9 in this row? That could be 8, 9. Couldn't this be 1, 2? I guess this is 1, 2, or 8, 9. It can't be 6. 6. 1, 2, 8, 9. So that can be a 2 is in either one of these circles. Then that is 8, 9. These, I guess, would be 3, 6, 1. Or 4, 6, 1. That would be alright. Alright. I'll try to look in the correct spot now and see if that does any better. Maybe more on this. One of these. Yeah, one of these have to be pink. Can both of them be pink? No. So one of these have to be yellow. If this is pink, then these are all yellow. And that would be 2 and 4. Would that mess anything up? It would take 2's out of every other circle. I don't think that would be messed up at all. Oh, can this one be 2? I mean, I guess so. If it was 3, it would have to go like that. I guess that would be okay though. Well, that's definitely not 3. That's 4. That's 2. That's 4. 4, 5, 6. That's 9 cages. Although I can't do that on the wall there. That would still work. Strangely enough. 5 could get those 2. Hmm. Can these both belong to yellow? Back to that. They would be 2, 4, because there's already a 3 there. Let me just try it. Oh, the answer is no. They cannot both belong to yellow. That was simple enough, because the 2 would be touching 3 yellows. Okay, one of them, though, has to be yellow, right? Yes, because that is 6. One of these has to be yellow. Both of them cannot be. Which means everything else is yellow. That is 5, 6. And then the one, so this cannot be yellow because it would have to be 5. Why couldn't this be 5 anyway? Why did I take 5 out of there? Actually, why is 5 not in there? Was that a mistake? Why was 5 not in there? I don't remember if I did that on purpose or if that was real. If this is yellow, then it would be 4. But if this is yellow, it would be 5. But I did not have 5 marked there for some reason. I don't know why. Oh man, I gotta put it back. I don't know why it was out. But the one that is not yellow. Oh no, I gotta be careful. I guess this could be pink and be a higher number. But if this is not yellow, it could turn into a 2. Dang, why did I remove 5 from here? I really don't know. All right. Ah, more importantly, these two are yellow, meaning those two are the ones pink is missing. Now this one has to be 4. Unless this is, well, no, that can't be pink, or else that would have to be 5. That one for sure can't be. So this is 4. And now this is yellow, and it is touching 5. So I'm glad I caught that. So now we have a 2 or 3 there. If this is not a 3, 3 is in one of those. It's probably okay. Alright, so these two are missing from green now. So green gets all of those. This is 5. That is 6, 7. That is 9. That is 9 cells. So that is a completed region. This is also a completed region. 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8. It gets one more. It cannot be that 4. It can be anywhere else. All right. This was 5 because it is in a circle. 5 has to be somewhere down here. It cannot be on the X. There's one more. This is not pink. It is a new color. Let's make it blue. Or let's not. Let's make it green, I think. But it's going to be touching those. So pink is one of those. Not that one. But that's alright. If this one belongs to green, then this basically has to come straight across, with maybe an exception of that. I guess that would be okay though. Green has this circle. Then it will have to take that. Then one of those. It would have 6 now. It would have 7, counting the other green here. It could not be both of them. So it'd have to be that one. That'd be 6, 7, and then 8. And then either this one or that one or something. That is fine. If it wasn't green, if it was a new number, it'd have to go pretty well straight across. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. That would be 8. This is 3. Actually, if I was to say, can this not be green? Then it would come across. That would be 3. This could come up 1 here. But it would be unable to be 2. It can't trap it. It could grab here, and it would have to come on over though. So this one would have to get 1 more in one of these. It could get here and here. What if it did something like that? That'd be 5, 6, 7. It could do something wild. Green could still reach that one as well. That would be 3, that would be 4, that would be 5. Ah, but then 7 would be screwed up. So it can't do that craziness. It can't do... It could do this, but then these two would be the same region. So this one would have to end up blocking green in, I think. So, yeah, so this 7 cannot come underneath this 7, because that would destroy it. So if this 7 was a different color, it cannot come over there and move up, because it would end up not being able to make 9. That's only 8. And then it would either block green or it would take too many from that one. So if this came over to say here, I think it would be the same issue. Yeah, so this is just green. However, I don't know if this has to be green. This 7, this 7 would need a region. 8, 9, I couldn't reach it, so that has to be green. Neither could that one. So that is green. This has to be at least 4, so it is 5. And now it gets one more green. The last two I'm looking for is going to be the very last circle, isn't it? What are... Um... Alright, this is 8-2 or 9-1. 8-2 or 9-1 either direction. Any more on Sudoku? There would be a 2 and a 3, maybe. Although pink does get one more somewhere. If this is 7, is it going to interfere with that 7 being so close? This one would basically... It's already missing one from here. So it would kind of have to do that. How else would it do it? That's 5. I can't grab that one without grabbing this one. I think either way that's telling me. Because now if this was 7, it would already be missing those two. Let me just mock this. So it would have to get that one. And it would have to get all of those. And then this 7 is missing 4. So yeah, that is 7. And that is 7. How many 5s do I have? I have 4 5s. So only one more 5. 4s, I have 2. There's one in this. Not necessarily. Well, I mean, it is true to say there's one in this column and one in this row, but it could be there and there or something. There needs to be a 5 in one of these that are not part of green. If this is 5, that would be pink. If this is 5, it would just not be green. Green does get one more color, either there or there, which will make it 7. It cannot get both of these. Can it get... It could get this one and then that one. Maybe. That would probably be okay. Alright, this 7 now. This 7. Was it still having... Am I still going to have an issue with it? Could look like that. That would push pink there. That would push green underneath. Can 7 not take that one? It would mean that all of these it would mean that all of these are 7. That would maybe be okay. Not quite sure. Above my pay grade, I think. This... These... Oh no. This could still be pink. But it would force 5 there. That could just be pink though. And eliminate all of that. If this was... Oh, if this was pink, whatever number this is... Oh no, it could be... It would be right there. Oh man, why is this so complicated? This is not 1 or 6. Is that helpful? There is a 6 over here. This cannot be 3. Pink could still go down though. One, 8, 9. This cannot have 3 or 6. It could have a 1. Oh yeah, it was 1, 2, or 8, 9. That's right. Dang. What 7 am I looking at? I need to color another number maybe. Another circle rather. Like this won't be green. It won't be pink. So it is a new number. I mean, it is a new color. Will that be helpful? Soon to find out. Let's do red. If red was here, that would be pink. This would be a new color. That would not be red. So if both these are red, then this green would come this way. Which it could come straight over, and this would be a 3. Green could. Pink could go there. These would be red. This would be a new color. That might be okay. It's already missing that one. That looks like 3 and 4 right there. I don't think that would be able to be 2 though. Green is getting one of these. If this is green, that is 5. That would be pink. These would be 2 new regions. However, I guess they could loop around or something. Eventually. That would be 6, 7, 8, 9. Although this one can't have 3 of those. Okay, let me do that again. If that is green, that cannot be green or pink. So that would be a new color. This would be either a new color or a different color. But that could be red, couldn't it? I think it would have to be, actually. This would have to be different. I don't know. This 5 will need to be a part of one of these 7s. Right? Maybe not. Numbers. We have 4 5s. So this one or this one is 5. Oh no, it could be this one as well. Um, do I need to do Sudoku? This white cannot have a 1 on it. If it had a 3, it would be 3, 4. It can't have a 6, otherwise it is 8 or 9. If it is 3, 4, that is 2 or 3. Probably be okay though. Oh my gosh. This is 4. This cannot be pink. This must be pink. Oh, dude, that's been sitting there for ages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, this cannot be 5. Now this is 5. This cannot be green. This has to be green. And now this has to go like that. And this is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is a region. And this has to be 3, because that's how many it's touching, counting itself. Alright, nobody saw that. Nobody saw how long that was sitting there like that, okay? Okay, thank you. 3 is in there. Will this actually be 2? It is possible. The 5. Is this still 8219? 2819 can be either. This is a 2 or a 4. If it is a 2, it will be there. If it is a 4, it's already there. So this is missing 1 here already. This one is missing 1. I wish it were missing 2. Okay. So, do I new color this that away? It has to belong to one of these. Because this one has to do something like that. This one will have to do something like that or that. So red belongs to one of those. This one can be a different color. This one can be pink. One of these is red. There's one more 7 that it's not. Oh no, these were the 2 that's not in a circle. So the rest of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. Let me take red out of here. Basically, I have 5 sevens left. And I have 4 fully completed regions. So each one of these sevens are a different color. So I can make that pink, I can make that yellow, I can make that blue, I can make that, I don't know, red, I can make that yellow. Let's make it orange. Now, where? This one is going to be a 7 around it. Dang, it can reach the corner. This one, again, has to get one of these. At least one. Which, would it ever be possible since this cannot get away without taking one of these? Would it ever be possible for one to be a 2? I guess the one that it does not take could be a 2. That is fair to say. So if I got that one, and it was 4, for instance, then that could be 2. But then orange would be doing some stuff like that, which, you know, could be possible. But it does get one of them. That is a point. Whichever one it does get is not 2. But neither one of them have to be. There's only one more 2 after all. Did I end up getting another 5 or 4? I have 4 5s. I have 2 4s. Ah. I have 2 4s. Both of these cannot be 4, so this one must be 4. Which means if it is not part of orange, it looks like this. No. It is part of orange. Because if it was not part of orange, it could not get 4 without taking 3 away from it. So it would only be able to get 6. So it is orange. And this must be orange. Now we're already touching 3. So it either gets there, and then those would be orange. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one could be 2. No, that one would have to be 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Or it's there. Orange is either there or there. One of those. Are there any guarantees around here? I cannot get both of those. I can have one of these. I can have both of those, though. I can still have... If this was orange, it could not have that. If this is orange, it cannot have that. Because that would have to be 4. Because there would be 6 here, and it would have to be 7, 8, 9. So, since it couldn't have that, it would have to have both of those. And that would take 7. 7 would not be able to have 7. Red would not be able to have 7. So, this is red. Because it cannot take that and be part of orange. I like that. So I'm missing 1. And I have to be missing one of these. I can't be missing both. I have to be missing one of these. I can't be missing both. So that means that one, and that one have to be orange. I'm only able to miss one of those. Or, I mean, I'm only able to have one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if this was the 7th, then that would have to be a 4. So that stays just like that and becomes 3. This one is 2. Red has to turn up like a dang old veggie. 2 is going to have to... What if 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's too many, isn't it? Wait, now, hold on. What did I just say? One of these belongs to red. It has to have the rest then, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it does. Now that cannot be part of red because it would be 3. So this has 6, 7, 8. So red is going to be done. Red is done wherever it ends up. 7 are, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. This one needs 2 more somewhere. Pink here is missing 2 already. So it has to have the rest, or else it will feel cheated. This one is already touching 5 pinks. Since it can't be more than that, we will let it be that. 2 is done in circles. 3, I believe, is done in circles. 4, hopefully, is done now. It is. So this 2 will probably belong to yellow in the corner. Okay, this orange though gets one of these, so it has to get that one. And that will complete it on this side. And which is going to force pink down here, which is 8. That is not pink. I don't... Oh, that could be blue, though. If it was like that. Although 6, 7, 8, what would go in there? If this is blue, it has to do exactly that. It can't be pink. So it would have to do exactly that. And then I couldn't fill there. I don't think I could go around. No, definitely not. So yeah, it would have to do that. It would block that off. So this cannot be blue. It cannot be pink because it'd be touching 3. I'm already at the maximum amount of colors, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've only got blue and yellow left to choose from, so it must be yellow. And in order to only have 2, I'm going to have to go in a straight line. So since I can't go that way, if I make a turn, I'm going to be touching 3. So I have to go straight over so I can stay in the limit, as in that cannot be yellow either. So why don't I just draw it up? So yellow has to go that way. Of course, it's probably going to be like that, if I had to guess. But it's going to make this blue. Blue comes out. Blue says, howdy do, blue. This was a 3, so that has to be red. Now that's my last orange. Now I draw. Oops. Made a mistake. Made a mistake. Back it up, back it up. I made a mistake somewhere between pink. Alright. cannot go that way. Oh no. Let me back it up further. I think I was saying that was new. I think I made a mistake around here. I remember saying something about seven here. I was saying if this was orange, actually if 5 was orange, because I can't have both of these. I cannot take both of these. For orange. So I'm missing one of these. So these are all orange. Because I'm already missing that one. Okay. So, and I couldn't have both because then red would be missing 3. Okay. So I feel right about that. But this one, oh right, it could have here. That could be 3. And then that could be part. Well, anyway, this one is 4. So orange cannot go over any farther. That's where I've gooped. That's where I gooped. So, but now, this one, pink has to have the rest. And it's got to go all the way down. And I think that's 9. It is 9. This one is 5. Because it's touching 5 pink. This one depends on here again. If it grabbed, if this was orange, that could be 3. That could be 2. If this is orange, then that one has to be orange. Right. And that won't happen because it would block red. So this cannot be orange because then that would have to be 4, or it would have to take that one and ruin red. So that is not orange, but orange needs one more, so it must be that one. And that is 7. And it needs 2 more, so I think it does end up grabbing that. Because that one will be 3. I can't grab that one. So that one is still 2. And this can't change. There. Okay. So 7. Right, it can't be those 2. Can't be those 2. Must be those 2. Make sure I count right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are all, well, at least those are red. I think it's safe to say that those are also. But you know what? I made enough mistakes to know that I need to. No, this is missing. Red is missing too. Those have to be red. So I'm at 7. That cannot be red, or else it would have to be 3 or higher. So that is a different color. And earlier when I said blue would have to do that in order, and then it could not have either one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those could both be red though, and like that could be, the rest could be yellow. That might work. That would be, oh, that would be 5 though. So that would not work. Is 4 done? 4 is not done, so that is 4. 2 should be done. It is. 3 should be done. It is. 5 should be done. That one's not a circle, so it is. Okay. So, again, for this to be blue, it would have to be exactly like that. And that would need to be 5. So this is not blue. It can't be red. It must be yellow. Because I'm still at my max for colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So that's how I got that. So the only way yellow can only be touching 2 here is if it went a straight line. So it must go over. It can't go there, so it must go there. This cannot change. So it will go on up. Or I guess that actually, no, that could not be yellow. Because, oh no, it could be yellow. That could be yellow. Leave that open. But that is yellow. We're not going to go around and touch the 7. So that has to be yellow also. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It gets 2 more. It could get this one and then like there or something. Hmm. If this was yellow, that would be yellow. If this is blue, blue would do something like that. It could do 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. What is this one? Is this missing 2? It is, so I mean, it has to get that one. And then it has to get that one. So that will complete that. This is missing 1. So if this was yellow, then blue would be like that. That would be 7, 8, 9. and then those two would be yellow. If this is blue, then 7 would be like that, and then those two. If this was yellow, blue was like that, those two. If this was blue, this cannot be blue. If it is blue, it gets those two. But that's 4 already, so it cannot get either one of those. So that cannot be blue. That is yellow. And yellow's got 4, so it gets a box drawn around it. Like that. And it's going to need more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 1. So yellow is like that. Now these are all blue. That is missing 2, so that is 7 around there with 8, 9. Alright, regions are finally done. That didn't take long. So 4 is in one of these. 5 is right there. 5 5 in blue. Red needs 5 also, and it will be there. So that one is 5. I believe that's all of the 5s. 4s. The 4 is in one of those. I can't go there. So the 4 is in one of these. That can still be 4, 3. But the 4 is not on the top here. So the 4 has to go there for blue. So then it goes there. Where am I at here? I see that one. Those two. 4 is right here. So that is, should be my last 4. Probably. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 3. What about these here? I marked everything, didn't I? So those are indeed 8, 9. A 1 cannot go here. Does this need to be an 8, 9 as well? 3 cannot. 6 cannot. These are 8, 9 also. With 1, 6, 3 being over there, and also those 3 are also 1, 6, 3. About 2s. What about 2s? Um, there has to be a 2 in one of these, doesn't there? Because there can only be a 1, 2 down here. And I can't have the second 2 for this entire column in yellow again, or doubled in pink. So there will be a 2 in one of those. I don't think I had enough to place it over here. It is on the right-hand side, at least. Oh, I guess I could say the same. In these two columns, it's going to be the same thing. It can't be here in yellow. It can be here. It can't be in green again. So it will be here and here. That was kind of hard to see, actually. I have amazed myself. Two. But now, so it's going to be here. It's got to be in one of these. Um, it's okay, I suppose. What about the, I don't think that's enough. It could be there and there. And then here, maybe. Possibly. Okay. Any more on twos for now? I might move past two. Two's gonna be in this little wedge. We have 1, 3, 6 in these. Three. 3 is blocking. 3 does not go here. Because it's going to be the same way with... I guess it's going to be the same way with any of these digits that is not... Anyhow, 3, you can see, must go in pink down here, because it can't go there. And it must be in yellow here. So it's going to delete it from there. So it's in one of these two. And it can't go there. And since it's in this column, it must go there. So that is that. This is now 2. And yeah, so 3 is being blocked there. It's blocked here by that one. It's blocked here by that one. This is the only spot for 3. Three has to go in here still. 3 goes here. Now 3 has to go here. And I should have the last one right here. 4 was done, it looks like. 5 probably also. 6 I don't have any of yet. 7 is done. 8 and 9. So it's 2. Oh, 2s are nowhere near being done. Uh, what? 2. One of these. 2. One of these are 2. And one of these are 2. That is not 2. 2 does not go there. 2 does not go there. 2 is along there. This is not 2, 8 now. It's not 3, 7. It's not 6, 4. It is 1, 9. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2, 6, 8. Along this, all in orange. 2, 6, 8. This one is 1, 6. This one is 1, 6. We're going to start a mapping type deal. I'm fairly sure, because these are going to be 1, 6 as well. These will have a 1, 6, 8, 9 in some order. This one will be up here. It may be there. Let's not get too crazy now. There's no 2 in pink. What's up with that? 2. Because 2 was in one of those. Two is in one of these. Blocking 2 from here. Either one it goes in. It's going to take it away from here. So 2 can be in both of those though. But at the same time, 2 is in here. And then one of those. Okay, it's fine. Oh wait, did I overlook this one? No. I think I got lucky though, I think. I don't know why I originally said these two for 2s. I think I overlooked the cell. But I do think I'm still accurate, because later, unless I saw it before, I don't think I did though, but seeing that these 2 are blocking 2 from here, making 2 block this row, then it is forced up here, and this one is forced in those 2, which is making it be blocked there. I don't remember if I did that in a good way earlier though. I might have. After all of the beginning confusion, I am surprised I am still making progress. This has 1, 6, 8, 9 for this row. Let me see. Okay, let's start doing some of this. We're gonna do a gray and a black. So this one is gray, this one is black. Oh, oh, give me more. Although this has a combo, so that is 8 or 9. We can do the same thing with 8 or 9 if we get a few of them. I see a couple here, but not quite enough. Eight, 9. Alright. 2, 3, 5. 1, 6, 8, 9. I've got no... I don't have any ones at all yet, do I? I mean, I kind of have a 1 here. But, no. So what's left down here? A 2, 6, 8 for these. But I said 2 cannot go here. So that is just a 6, 8. Okay. I have all the 4s, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2s, not quite. I only have 4? Or there's not a 2. Oh yeah, it's right there. What colors is missing? There's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, and there's 9. Okay. And then, okay, back up now. 5 is done, 6 is not, 7 is, and then 8 and 9 are going to be mapped around. So this puzzle is going to hang on to its difficulty. Is it? Are all of these... Is this 6, 8 only? It is. Is this 8, 9 only? It is. Right, 1 is right here. Only. So that will make the dark 6 and the light 1. Which I only had a couple of those marked. Could probably undo those. I might need to do that with the 8, 9 still. We will find out. These are now a 2, 8 combo, looking at 6. That'll make that 9 as well. I probably won't need to do that, actually. Getting that. All right, so what is in this column? 6, 8, 9. 9 can only go here. 6 can only go here. 8 can only go there. This cannot have a 1. This will be a 1 and an 8. Over here we have a 8 and a 9. Up here goes an 8 and one of these two. And a 9, I assume. And a 9. This will be a 2, 8, 9. Triple. And then these two will be a 1, 6 again. I see a 6 down there in the bottom right of this same yellow cell that I'm in. So this will be 6, and this will be 1. This is what I was looking at. So that is like that. This should only have one digit, B1. This has 6. What's left in this whole area is a 2, which is one of, well, let's do this. 9 here. 9 cannot go here because of the one above it, so it must go here. This will now be a 2. These are a 2 here now. And this will be whatever's left, which is a 8. This is sorted. 9. This will be 8, 2. Alright, getting there now. That is 6, all that's left. This will be a number 1. This will be 6, and that will do it. Man, I found most of that quite difficult. That was a very enjoyable puzzle, though. I did enjoy that after my brain started hurting. I think it had a lot to do with these two 7s, and then seeing that neither one of the 7s could reach the corner. That was really good. It was very slow for me. Give it a try yourself in the link below. And oh, but that is Let There Be Chaos by Rosie as well. Give that a like and a thumbs up. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great one, and bye-bye.